You may have heard that love is ultimate healing. However, there are so many misconceptions about love. In this video, I'm going to explain to you different levels of love, particularly 4 levels of love. The first level of love, which is the lowest level, is to seek love from others. This is what we have been trained to do since we were very young. We wanted to please our parents, our teachers, our relatives, our authorities, that we are good, that we deserve love. So we are seeking love from others, and whether or not we feel that love is based on our likability, based on what we do, what we say. So that's a huge condition for us to be loved. For example, a young child is not treating the siblings nice and fighting over them, and the parents will discipline the child. And to the child, for her mind, it interprets that as the lack of love. And hopefully, that child will learn that treating others badly will lead to bad punishments. Therefore, they will learn through the social learning, through the feedback. They will learn in their brain that treating others bad will get them in trouble. Over time, as their conscious mind further develops, they associate being in good behaviors as being loved. So that's the presence of being loved. There is the condition for them to be loved. So that is the first level of love, seeking love from outside of you. We all do that in our daily lives. We want to show our boss that we work really hard, that we deserve the promotion. So that is seeking love from outside of you. And if you are yelled at by the boss, for example, of course you're gonna feel so down, and you feel lack of self-confidence and even feel depressed. Why you feel that negative emotions is because for you, you're seeking love from others. And if others don't love you, you'll feel bad. Seeking love from others is the most common form of love. It's the level that most of us vibrating on. Is the type of vibration that we are tuning in. It permeates every part of your life. Even, for example, you post something on social media and it doesn't get a lot of attention, you feel depressed or you feel not important. Why you have that feeling is because you're seeking love from outside of you. So your own self-worth, your feeling of happiness is dependent on how others will react to you. We do it subconsciously. We seek love from outside of us, and that puts us in a very dangerous position because we couldn't control what others do or say to us. Therefore, we're putting in this spiral of self-denial and the lack of confidence. Moving on to the second level of love. The second level of love is to love others. In many instances, we love others, or we show love for others for a purpose. And that purpose is for them to love us back. So we are still very on a low vibration on this level of love. There's also a lot of conditions. We love our families for the most part. And we love our friends. We love our country. So that love also has condition, and that condition is mutual benefits. And that condition is personal association with the object of your love. Take the love for your own child, for example. We all love our own children. We see beauty in them and we say, We constantly look at their picture and say how cute they are, stuff like that. Our love is so narrowed. It based on, in this case, based on genetics. You love your child because that child in your mind came from you. So there's this association. Same thing with friends. You love your friends because you have that connection. That is the condition for you to love them. And in many cases, you love them and expecting to be loved back. So you are still on a lower vibration, still seeking love. You're not far away from seeking love from others. It's just you do another way. Now you love others. And the love to them is totally based on conditions. And the third level of love is unconditional self-love. Compared to the first level of love, seeking love from others, unconditional love to yourself, you remove that condition. You don't need others' approval to love yourself. With this level of love, you start to tune in your own soul essence. And that's where true healing starts. For example, for someone who had childhood abuse, if you are vibrating on the first level of love, which is seeking love from others, being abused definitely will not make you feel loved because you have this trauma there. You've been mistreated, and that means not love. And on the third level of love, which is unconditional love, is you no longer seek love from others, how others do or say to you. Therefore, if you are being abused, if you do the mental work and start self-healing, you will realize your love does not depend how others treated you. It is a choice that you can make to love yourself unconditionally. You stop putting yourself in the dangerous position of dictated by the outside, dictated by how others respond to you. Instead, you love from inside out. You love yourself unconditionally. It transcends all your past experiences of being mistreated because that no longer defines you. You do not need a condition to love yourself. You do not need to be a social celebrity to love yourself. You do not need to be super successful to love yourself. And you do not need to have a certain degree to love yourself. When you love yourself unconditionally, you transcend all past negative emotions. You transcend all your past traumas and perceived hurts, because those will no longer hurt you. However, the third level of love, which is to love yourself unconditionally, is easier said than done. Through so many years of social conditioning, we draw our self-importance through outside of us, through what other people respond to, how other people's comment on us, that we lose track of our own inner feelings, our own inner power, and our own inner guidance. So when you first start practicing loving yourself unconditionally, it almost feels like you're fooling yourself, like you don't see the outside confirmation. But don't worry about it, because unconditional self-love is about removing all the conditions that you love yourself regardless. It takes effort. It takes returning to your soul essence to be able to do that. And that's the turning point of true healing and self-empowerment. By now, you may have guessed the fourth level of love, which is unconditional love to others. Without unconditional love to yourself, you cannot spread that love to all beings, to others. Let's go back to the second level of love, which is to love others with a condition. For example, we love our country, and there's a condition because you benefited from the country, you associated with the country, you're familiar with the country, and that's why you love your own country. When you reach the unconditional love towards all others, in terms of loving your country, for example, you will start loving other countries as well. You acknowledge the commonalities between all things. When you deeply connected with your own soul essence by loving yourself unconditionally, you will realize that all other beings, they're going through the same process. You start to relate with everyone and every being on a deeper level, with deep respect. With this type of deep respect, and with your ability to love yourself unconditionally, you will spread this unconditional love to other beings. Somebody may do something or say something that you do not like. But when you put it in a broader perspective, that being is not perfect. It's so deviated from its own soul essence, you will start to show compassion and love for that being, which is unconditional love. And it doesn't have a condition of how that person behaves, what that person says, whether good or bad. Unconditional love to others is not possible without truly letting go and fully accept and allowing others to go through the path they have to go through. Even if they make mistakes, even if they harm you or do something bad to you, you can put it in a broader perspective of their own evolvement and their own imperfection and fully accept and allow them to make that mistake. So unconditional love to others is a matter of allowing others to take their own course of evolution. Here you have it, the 4 levels of love. The first level is to seek love from others. And the second level, love others with condition. And the third level, which is transformational, is unconditional self-love. And the fourth level of love is unconditional love to others. Which level of love are you vibrating on? What do you need to do to achieve unconditional self-love and unconditional love to others? Again, love is the ultimate healing, and the love here is unconditional love. Unconditional love to yourself and unconditional love to others.